Hello and welcome back to FinchPlays FIFA 16 with Palermo in career mode. We've had some really good episodes so far. Last episode was a bit of a mixed bag. You know, Juventus managed to 2-0 us. That was really hard to take, especially because of the bullshit that seemed to cause it. But yeah, after that, a resounding 3-0 victory away against Sampdoria feels real good. Seems to have improved the general squad feeling at the moment, I feel. Buscagli is now on form apparently, which is good. Lazar also doing well. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. I'm pretty confident. As you can see, Napoli have got a game over us and they've won that game. So we are really under pressure to do the same here at home against Inter Milan. Inter Milan gave us a lot of problems last season. Let's hope they don't do the same again. I'm thinking the squad's fine for the moment. What I'll probably do is swap out Masucci probably at halftime. But anyway, that's thinking a little bit further ahead. Let's see how we do against Inter Milan in the rain. So here we are at the Stadio Classico. Palermo against Inter Milan. Oh, I have an alright feeling about this. I think our team is doing well at the moment. The rain always makes me feel negative, but in reality it ends up not being really that negative at all. It ends up being okay. We got to make sure that we don't get Freddie Guarin you know, taken out and then they have to bring on fucking Perisic again, because I don't fancy dealing with that. If you've been watching since the first season series, then you'll know exactly what I mean. But yeah, for the most part, I'm thinking we've got to force Inter Milan into making some mistakes, taking advantage of them, and seeing out this game for 3 points. And we'll batter it up there. There is Freddie Guarin, treating with kitty gloves at the moment. Nukuri, I think that is. I'm assuming that's a silent G. Absolutely rocketing down our wing at the moment into a great area. And it was a free header for their number 17, Gary Medel, the ex-Cardiff player. But he cannot take advantage. Who does actually manage to grab the ball off of, I think that was number 24 there. A tackle that followed. Not too good there from Murillo. 43 yards is asking a hell of a lot of Oscar Hilliamart, but fuck it, let's go for it. Oh my! What a bullet from him! And it forced a great save from Handanovic. He struck that. Probably should have gone even fucking wider there, because it ended up falling quite central, but it was so powerful that Samir Handanovic had to force that one away. Now Villalba's going to send it into a good area. It was a free header, really, for Gonzalez, and he's headed it wildly over the bar. And here they come. Alvarez coming down the wing. He's got a lot of room, but he doesn't manage to get past Lazar. I'm going to keep it central. Here comes Vasquez. See what he can do. Maybe nip it through for Breel. Donald Embolo takes it so well, and it's a beautiful volley from Breel. Donald Embolo, absolutely mint from him, celebrating brilliantly in front of the camera. Vasquez not able to slop it through on the ground, manages to nip it up in the air, and it's a great take, it's a great volley. Samir Handanovic can do nothing about that from that range. It's a top finish. 1-0 Palermo. 40th minute, 5 minutes before half time is a brilliant time to score against any side. Hopefully it'll put the fear in Inter Milan. They'll have to change the way they do things. But oh, here comes Jovetic, and it's a great defensive tackle from Hilliamart. It could have been an instant reply from Inter Milan. Breel. Donald Embolo scoring his 6th of the season. He's having a great time of things at the moment. Oh no! But what an absolutely atrocious piece of defending at the near post. And Murillo has got the easiest goal he'll ever score in at our near post. Let's have a look at this again. I think that's Alvarez. Puts in what I assumed would be an easy to deal with fucking corner, and Gavin Hall-Johnson decides to lead with his fucking foot as opposed to his head there, and he just lets Murillo slot it in at the near post, and it's 1-1. Well, in no uncertain terms, what a piss take there for us to have conceded in the fashion that we did. I think we'll take this corner opportunity, see if we can change things again. as Lazar puts in a good ball, and it's going to be the goal scorer. I think is that Murillo sending it back out. Should we try something a little bit different? No. Let's put it into the same kind of area. Donald Embolo trying to head it in there, but yeah, that's so disappointing. Gavin Hall-Johnson had no business leading with his foot there to defend that. Oh boy, here comes Alvarez again. We know how dangerous Inter Milan can be. We saw it last season, and no doubt we'll see it more times than enough this season. The rain, all in all, pretty even for both sides, and I think the score reflects that. We go into the halftime break. I'm going to absolutely fucking murder Gavin Hall-Johnson for his place in that goal, but Murillo finished it well. So it's 1-1 here. Pretty good play. I feel like we've got a few more goals in us. Let's see if we can find them in the second half. So here we are, confirmation of the one and only change that I did predict before the game started. Chochev is going to come on and Masucci's going to go, but fucking hell, Perisic has come on for Lasholt. That is some terrible news because Ivan Perisic scored a hat-trick against us last season. He was just an unstoppable force of nature against our players, and I would hate for that to be the same again, but that is a top ball. And will Emb-oh-no be able to take advantage of it? No, he won't. That was an incredible ball from Vasquez. Really, really good play there, but we get an early corner that Handanovic is going to deal with rather well there, and we'll put it out towards Villalba, who is horrendously offside. Free kick, Andrioli is their number 3. I'll bear that in mind. He's going to send it in. It's going to go across to Stefan Jovetic. He's going to get some good... Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. Ivan Perisic. Even more dangerous. And Jovetic gets his head on it and doesn't manage to steer it in because it's a fantastic stop. Holy shit, that's the kind of thing that can absolutely undo us. And this is, again, I just hate conceding any kind of set piece from any area of the pitch, because we just end up in a horrible way because of it. Mascara should be controlling that a little bit better, but to be fair, I don't know what he was supposed to do with that pass. Inter Milan in all sorts of danger in front of our goal, being all sorts of dangerous, I should say. And there it is, Guarin, Freddie Guarin, the South American. He's going to send it in here, and it's a header again from the corner, but luckily it's just off target enough. Fuck this. I'm on ultra attacking. If Inter Milan want to play football, I want to play football too. Let's see if we can put the fear of God in them. And Embolo is going to send it through for Vasquez, who's going to pop it through for Embolo, who does get goal side, and he gets tripped up a little bit. There's no foul there, and Handanovic is able to collect it to pick it out. But here comes Lazar through to Hiljemark. It's through towards Embolo. He's going to ride the challenge, come back across, turn back around, get a bit of momentum, but he can't get the shot off, and it does take a deflection and head out for a corner kick. Let's see if we can find someone in at the back post. Chochev takes it down, it gets through, but it's hammered out there. Defended reasonably well by Inter Milan. After that touch from Bascagli, and Lazar now. He's still got something left in the tank. Let's see how much he's got left. We send it through for Chochev, and that's actually a great ball that Mascara is going to be able to run with here. Let's see if he can stick something into a good area. And it is put into a good area, but it's not able to be turned in by Embolo there. Not quite got the pace on it to deflect something towards goal. And Ranocchia sends it out. Can we get our head on this? We can. It's Hector Villalba, who's going to let loose with a great strike, and Mascara is going to send it back across. It was a top strike from Hector Villalba, but I feel like that'll be one of the last chances that we have this game, certainly. There is the final whistle. It's a 1-1 draw. Oh boy, I don't know how I feel about that. The rain definitely made it much, much harder to make our chances. We scored a fantastic first goal that Handanovic couldn't stop from Breel, Donald Embolo, a great volley. But then the goal we conceded mere moments later, a horrible defensive error from Gavin Hall-Johnson. Not happy with that to drop points, because we're only 2 points ahead of Napoli now. 1-1. So here we are in the aftermath of that draw. Disappointing for sure. You know, I don't think that's unfair to say. It is a bit disappointing. But a point's a point. We didn't lose, which is good. We do have a reasonable unbeaten streak going. But anyway, after that game was the turn of the month. So, of course, we had our scouts coming back. We've got Andreas Ferreras. He looked pretty good, but, you know, his technical stats are horrendous. Looking at him physically, though, he could be good. I think that's a central attacking mid position as opposed to a striker. So, you know, we'll see what we feel about him. Carrizzo was a good... I think we might have had him already, actually, Alessio Carrizzo. 17 years old, 60 rated. Definitely something to be done there. We'll see if we can put him through his paces and see what happens. There's another Carrazzo that we've... Or Carrazzo rather than Carrizzo. 15 years old... 53 rated. That's not bad, you know. His physicals aren't great, but they, you know, they could perceivably kind of grow. Arnaiz, I think we've got to release. 18 years old, 54 rated is not good enough. Fabrizio Cordoba, definitely a player that we could probably consider bringing in. Physically, he seems to be pretty good. He's not slow necessarily, and if we're lucky, that will grow as well. Salzano, kind of just kicking it along, I suppose. Batocchio, when I saw him, looked as though he could be a great player in the same mould as Masucci, but not really killing it, I think, physically at least. And again, here, the same for Mario Ruiz. I was hoping that we'd have a player that would be a striker, but unfortunately, that has not been the case for us. I'd love the canon of kind of bringing out a great Italian striker in the same mould as Gilardino or something like that, but well. Anyway, our next game is going to be at home against Inverness, our next game and last game of the episode. As you can see, we're killing it in the Europa League at the minute with 3 wins. In fact, we've won every Europa League game that we've had, including the qualifiers, so let's have a look at top scorers here. I think Mascaro scored 3, but apparently not 3 good enough goals to make it onto the top scorers list, unless I'm being particularly blind. But yeah, Inverness were a team that we managed to dispatch pretty well in Scotland. I'm thinking we can do the same thing here. We've got a really powerful squad coming forward. I'm not sure Inverness will be able to contend with it that well. Really, I don't think they contended with it that well last time. So let's see if we can build on the form that we've got going on. And goodness me, that is a hellish kit. And we'll see how we do. Here we are at home, Palermo, the Italian side, against the Scottish side, Inverness Caledonian Thistle, at the Stadio Classico. This is a game that we should be expecting to take some serious points from. I think if we win this, then there's just really no chance that we don't qualify. We might already be sitting in that position, I don't know, but either way, we don't expect to be losing this game at all. We expect to be coming forward, doing some top-notch things, getting some points on the board, rolling our defenders like that, getting into a good position, and hopefully getting in the position to fire in some worldies. But let's see how we do in this match. It's a reasonably clumsy ball, but they'll come away with it. And now it's Raven. That's so Raven coming through, but Sorrentino, oh sorry, I beg your pardon, Schultz, who I did change before we started. I will remember one day to change him before I finish my opening thing for the game. He's come on and he's collected that. He's sent it out, and Vasquez now. There's some reasonably good space for Breel, Donald and Bolo to make himself known, and we'll let Masucci in. It's a great tackle from their number 2 out towards Vasquez, who we know can hit them. I'm not convinced that he can hit them in this kind of space though. Mascaro turns, finds the room, and makes it Palermo 1, Inverness Caledonian Thistle 0. Got to stop running towards the camera. Oh man, makes the room, and I think that's his 4th goal of the Europa League competition. It's just in acres of space in that box. I didn't fancy shooting with Vasquez from that kind of range, but he finds it, touches it well, and then in at the left-hand side of the goal. It's a simple finish, but one that he needed to make. 1-0 Palermo. Mascaro finally proving that he doesn't need a penalty to score in the Europa League. Pretty happy for him there. He's been fucking sensational. I've been focusing a lot of training on him, I guess. So you would hope that he would be able to finish in those circumstances. A lot of the training I've been doing is chance creation, just because the finishing that we've had recently has been nothing shy of fucking atrocious. But here comes Breel Donald Emb-oh-no. Can he make it 2? No, it's a great stop from the keeper. And Breel Donald Emb-oh-no looks as though he's taken a knock in the proceedings there. Oh no, he's taken a big knock and he's gone down. Oh shit. That's fucking terrible. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. Okay. We'll have to take him off. It did, yeah, he got caught in a tangle of legs there. And he's holding his knee. Oh, let's hope that's not too serious, because that could seriously fuck our season up. Masucci has been doing really well in the Europa League. I'm hoping if he can grow physically a little bit, we could probably make some arguments for him to be an automatic first team choice. Not quite able to trot round the Inverness Caledonian team in its entirety there, but Hiljemark will be able to sneak it through for Mackinock, who's going to get a shot off, and he's going to make it 2. What an impact substitution Mackinock has proved to be, softening the blow of Emb-oh-no leaving on a stretcher there. Goodness me. Bit of a lucky knock, but we found it through to Mackinock. Fake shot, pretty simple. It's a near post finish. The keeper will be unhappy to watch it go in. But yeah, 2-0. But for the most part, I feel like we're playing really, really well at the moment. Mascaro is going to send it through for Masucci, who will get the better of his man, and he's going to send it through for Mascaro, who's going to see the run of Lazar, and it's the keeper that palms it away there. Masucci's going to run and chase it. We're just going to play back to goal, as we have been. Hiljemark gets into a good area, sends it through for Masucci. Oh! It was a drill. Wasn't a particularly powerful drill, but the keeper didn't really react to it. And it could have snuck its way in, but unlucky from Masucci there not to make it 3. Send it through for Masucci, who'll find its way in, and I'm pretty sure Mackinock probably could have got there, but it's going to be a free kick either way. I guess we'll just send it across to Hiljemark, back across to Vasquez. He's going to take this chance to have a bit of a drive. Not enough on it to trouble Breel, though, the Inverness keeper. The first half is coming to a close, and even so, we are still making chances and opportunities, and we're still pressuring Inverness into making mistakes. But yeah, here comes Lopez up against Biscaglia. Let's see if Biscaglia can do his job well here. Oh, and they do get the shot off. They do get the cross in, they get the header in, and it's Williams that can't take advantage. It's a rare chance for Inverness there, but all in all, looking at the first half cumulatively, we've done really fucking well. Our players have done well. Our possession could be better, but I don't feel like it's completely undone us. It's not been too bad for us, at least. There goes the half-time whistle. 2-0. 2-0. The talking point of the half, of course, is that Breel Donald Emb-oh-no has picked up an injury. I don't know what that... Excuse me, I don't know what that injury is, but we'll have to check when we finish the match and pray, cross our fingers that it's not too serious. But yeah, there we go. 2-0 going into the second half. Let's see if we can score some more. Only one change for us. Martin Ødegaard is going to come on for Franco Vasquez. Vasquez looking a little bit tired, and to be honest, we're not at a stage or a position where we need to necessarily keep him on. He's one of our better players. Ødegaard, a promising youngster. Can't finish for shit, but you know, that will come with time, hopefully. Yeah, I'm thinking we're doing okay. We can keep this up, hopefully, keep ourselves defensively quite strong, and see if we can score some more goals. Oh, it's great, great, great play from Villalba. And Martin Ødegaard sending it in, and it's a handball. Clear as day there from the Inverness player, absolutely clear as you like. Mascaro's going to go for that area again. He's going to pummel it. That's pummel, by the way. Pummel it into the back of the net. Yet another penalty from this lad right here, but it is a fantastic finish. It's a shame that it's a penalty that does it, but Mascaro gets his second of the match, this time not one from open play, but his 5th goal of the competition. He's absolutely wrecking the Euro League at the moment. 3-0. Oh, that's some good play from there. I think Tanzi there, riding the challenge of 2 players, and actually Inverness are in a great position at the minute, and Hall Johnson does manage to get it out enough, and Erdegaard as well, doing some great defensive duties. And then number 7 on the spin, is that Lopez there on the spin, fires it just over the bar. Moment, Erdegaard again, showing that he can tackle for some reason. I didn't know that was one of his strong points, but there it is. He grew a rating up to 70, so he's now out of the realm of kind of like reserve player. I can definitely rely on him, I suppose. One thing I will need to improve on him, however, is his finishing. No two ways about it. His finishing is piss poor anyway, but taking the physical stat at things, he also sucks at finishing off opportunities that I make for him. Hall Johnson doing really well there. He's going to bring Erdegaard into it, and he's going to steam through here and see if he can cut in, and he can, and he's made some room, and he's going to have a shot there, but the keeper has to kind of palm it away. It took a cruel deflection and was coming towards him, and with Mackinock hanging around, you don't want to hang about, that's for sure. Oh Jesus, I guess we'll give it to our man Mackinock, who's going to show quick feet, but not quick enough to keep things going here. Still 3-0. Raven. It's Mosquera who expertly picks it up though, but does run back into Raven. Doesn't want to make it too easy for him apparently. Oh, that's a horrendous touch from their keeper. And Mackinock picks it up, and there is goal number 4. The keeper with a horrendous touch. And Mackinock and Mosquera doing some sort of odd mating dance here. Raven sent it back to him. Breel couldn't control it very well, and he tried to get rid of it, but it's Mackinock that finishes. I did consider squaring it across to Mosquera for his hat-trick, but that probably would have fucked up and made me the worst FIFA player of all time. So Mackinock slots it away for our 4th and his 2nd. 4-0 Palermo. Let's see, Mackinock across to Lazar. He's going to cut in as he has done so successfully so many times this game. And Masucci across to Villalba, trying to steam through, and his strength does let him do so. He's knocking across, and it's Mackinock. It was going to be an easy save for the keeper, but it's going to end up being an easy clearance for the defence. I definitely want one of my 2 players to get a hat-trick here. Let's put it across to Masucci, who's going to run at the number 8. And Masucci, could he get one? No, he couldn't. Breel. Easy enough for him to stop that. Or maybe Mosquera, the last chance, last gasp effort even to make a mockery of Inverness. And the effort, finesse shot from outside of the box wasn't convincing enough, but there is the final whistle. 4-0 Palermo. 4-0. Definitely our best result that we've had so far in both series. A brilliant result against an underwhelming Scottish side in the form of Inverness. 2 goals for Mosquera, 2 goals for this man, Simon Mackinock, but we should go and see how Breel Emb-oh-no is doing, because of course he took that knock in the first half, and it's given me chills. I'm very nervous because it could definitely turn our season for the worse. Here we are after that game, and take a look at this. Bad news, Breel Emb-oh-no has suffered a broken ankle and will be out for 3 months. Absolutely the worst thing that could have happened to him. A broken ankle will keep him out until at least probably January, I would think. Couldn't be worse for us. You know, couldn't be worse. We are still in 2nd place, 2 points ahead of Napoli, 6 points behind the leaders Juventus, who still only suffered 1 loss this season. Oh dear. Our next game is going to be against Hellas Verona, but that is going to be in the next episode. So that is where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please do leave me a like, and a subscription, and I will catch you guys next time.